It's a beautiful day out today, and it's a wonderful day for XRP. XRP Army, hope you're doing well. I am. The market is dumping, but I'm in good spirits because guess what's not dumping? XRP. Yes, the price has gone down. Of course, it has to. It has to do what, Bitcoin and all the others are doing. And we know why that's happening, of course. And we know that it's not real, okay? And most people that I know have taken this as an opportunity to fatten their bags somewhat. This morning, of course, I bought some more XRP. I'm doing a regular buy now. I'm making it as regular as my walks. I actually went for a walk yesterday, and I started to record a video, and I had forgotten to charge my phone, so my phone just died after like the first 2 minutes. So, I just concentrated on the walk instead, which is fair enough, right? Gosh, look at that blue sky. We're having Canadian weather today. So it's freezing cold, but it's beautifully sunny. I love it. We're living in this bizarro time where we have this opportunity to buy these tokens, right? Maybe not just even XRP and other tokens too, that all we then have to do is pretty much nothing. Just sit there and just keep an eye on the news or whatever, keep our finger on the general pulse of the situation. It's amazing. Like if my grandfather was still alive and I could explain XRP to him, or even Bitcoin or whatever, or even the internet, his mind, I don't think he would be able to wrap his mind around it, Just the whole world has changed so quickly in such a short period of time. Anyway, so this stuff, right, is happening in plain sight, and not many people are paying attention. It's happening in plain sight right in front of us, and a lot of people are not paying attention. An example, yesterday, I saw this message from somebody that said, XRP is dumping. Oh, hope you guys sold and got out, blah, blah, blah. And I was just thinking to myself, man, either this person is completely new and doesn't understand how crypto works, or not even crypto, even the stock market works like this. Imagine if like Nvidia starts to dump, right? Nvidia, the stock. And then everybody said, oh no, Nvidia dumping, everyone get out. I mean, it's a dip because, the Wall Street guys are getting rid of risky stocks, or they're reducing their portfolio somewhat, or they're rebalancing it for the new year, or whatever. And there's been some news and they're anticipating that people are going to dump and they want to swing trade. Some new person sees this and says, oh, get out, it's going to zero. I mean, think about it. We've been here now for how long? Against all odds. We've had court cases, the entire arsenal of the US government. Well, not the entire arsenal. The punitive end when it comes to financial services. The SEC. So that didn't bring XRP down. So what's going to bring XRP down? A 5% pullback in Bitcoin? I mean, tell me you're a newbie without telling me you're a newbie. And those are people that actually have heard of crypto, and they still think like this. Can you imagine the people that have never even heard of crypto, let alone XRP? Like I'm walking right now, like I'm looking around, and I see people walking around, and I know that about 90%, if not 99%, have never heard of XRP. They might have heard of cryptocurrencies generally, maybe Bitcoin, but how many of those people that have heard of it even know what it is? A lot of them probably still think it's like some kind of scam, make money online scam, because that's, to be honest with you, there is a lot of crypto scams, and I would say up to 90% of cryptos are scams. But 8 years down the line, see how far we've come in just 8 years or so, 10 years. Now, project 10 years into the future from now and where we could be, and then interpolate that to what you think the price might be. Man, I'm in a really beautiful neighborhood. I don't live around here. I've come to see a cousin of mine, so I'm not walking from home today. I actually just bumped into someone that recognized me, which is quite interesting. So I forgot to ask your name if that was you. Shout out to you, XRP forever. So what was I saying? Yes, people are talking about market cap. Oh, there's not enough money in the system. And people have no idea like how much money there is in the system. Just yesterday, right, I was listening to Brad Garlinghouse talk about the IPO, right? The IPO of Ripple. And the valuation of, is it 11 billion, being a little bit outdated at the moment. And a lot of other people have talked about it. Look, the value of the XRP that's held by Ripple at the moment is something like 100 billion. Now, I'm old enough to remember the time when Microsoft was one of the most valuable companies by market cap in the tech category anyway, right? Not in the general, I think it was GE, General Electric was the one in the general group, right? So Microsoft was the most valuable at really close to 100 billion. It wasn't even 100 billion yet. It was something like 89 to 90 billion. And then I think Apple and Google were like going back and forth for number 2 and 3, you know. One day it'd be Apple, the other day it'd be Google, depending on whether or not an Android device was just released or an Apple device was just released. The new iPhone would come out and then Apple would overtake Google, until one day Apple surpassed Microsoft. And I used to remember what people said about, oh no, you know, Apple, Google, they could never match Microsoft. Now both Apple and Google are more valuable than Microsoft the last time I checked, you know. So people have always said things like, you know, there's no way this is going to be this, there's no way this is going to be that, because our minds are kind of limited to how the things are right now, that we can't fathom a different world where things are different to what is now. So everyone's thinking in terms of market cap, stocks, you know, how much money, fiat currency, all this stuff. That's what everyone's thinking. And no one's thinking about the paradigm shift that we're experiencing. Oh, it's so cold. I just got myself a nice black Americano. Hopefully this will warm me up a little bit. Another thing that I feel like I should tell you guys about is what saved me in the last bull market, right? And that's being registered on multiple exchanges and not just relying on just one. I tweeted out yesterday about Coinbase, because I tried to have a look at Coinbase because I hadn't actually signed in a while, because I don't really use it as much, right? And I couldn't get in, and I was like, oops, something must be going on. And lo and behold, you know, the dump was happening. This is what usually happens, right? You can almost tell when something is happening by, you know, not being able to log in. And you don't want to be trapped not being able to get into your stuff, right? You know, if you've only got access to one of those exchanges, right? So what you need to do, or what you should do, obviously no advice, do your own research, is register with as many as possible. And obviously a lot of you live in areas where they're going to be blocked anyway. If they're not blocked now, they will be blocked more and more as we get closer and closer to the euphoric stage. So you might be able to access, say, Binance now, and then come June, July, you want to access your stuff, all of a sudden you're blocked, you have to get a VPN, blah, blah, blah. That's another thing. Get a VPN solution. I'm actually working with a company now that does VPNs. They've contacted me saying to get an affiliate, whatever, and recommend them to you guys. But I'm going to test it first to make sure that it works as I expected. I don't like VPNs that log information, etc. So I'll probably make a video about that sometime in the near future. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm signing up for another 5 or 6 accounts on different exchanges. Again, I'll be sharing those with you. Some of them you probably already know, some of them you probably already use, but some of them I don't use. So I'll use them for a little bit, and then I'll talk to you guys about which ones and my strategy with that. What I'm going to be doing on those, not going to say, but what I'm going to share with you though is whether or not A, you can buy and sell XRP on them, what the fees are like, etc. Well, it's freezing cold. I got my coffee. I'm going to head out now. Not financial advice, do your own research, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.